Hello bros, Metagross strikes again. Someone requested that I play Metagross and here it is. I hope you enjoy it and learn something. So this game I will show you how to play the Gyro ball combined with a moveset of Metagross. But first let me tell you my build. So the build is the weakness policy, the attack weight, and the last one is the Razor Claw for the Metagross, because you will get a boosted attack when you're doing a Metagross. So first in laning, so make sure that you get a last hit and make sure that you stack very well in the early game. But if you cannot stack, just be patient and wait for the late game. So of course your last hitting is the iron defense, because it's one of the it's one of the last hitting ability tools of Metagross. So make sure you last hit using the iron defense, followed by tackle if it's short damage. So always use the iron defense in order for you to get a shield in fighting. So spamming it is better. So here the jungler is here at the top, and also you can use the tackle in order for you to escape, because once you use the tackle you will get pulled to the wild Pokemons. So here I get a dumb move here, I will die, because I'm hoping that I will get the last hit here, because once I get the last hit there I'm sure I will be level 5. So here once you get the Gyro ball, it's time to pressure your opponent. So pressuring your opponent once you get Gyro ball is one of the key when using Metagross, because that's your power spike. You can now pressure their lanes, and also the damage of it is really very big. So try to spam it. And also, as you've seen, when you're using Gyro ball, there's a circle edge at the outer side of that, because once you get that, once you hit that outer side, you will get a shield, because you need to get a shield when using Metagross, because that's one of the assets of that Pokemon. You need to get many shields and hitting multiple opponents outside the ring of it. So you need to be aware of that thing when you are using Metagross. So here I'm just spamming and hitting the Gyro ball at the edge. So as you've seen, when I hit the edge, I will get a shield. Watch. Hit the edge, I will get a shield, right? So that's why you need to hit the edge in order to get the shield. So also when you're using Metagross, don't spam it when you're using, for example, when you're using Metagross, don't try to hit it faster the boosted attack. Try to endure the damage first, because once you get the level up of the Metagross, you will ignore some defense reduction to the opponent. So it's pretty big deal. And also when you're using Metagross, try to use the Gyro ball and hit the multiple opponents, and when it's near cooldown, or for example you can kill the opponent 100% sure, that's the right time you use the Metagross to hit the opponent. So here I'm just playing my distance here, and as you've seen, what's the beautiful part of Metagross is that it's very bulky, but I hate the Unite move of Metagross, because sometimes when I prior the attackers and hit the attackers, I thought that it will hit the attacker, but you take note that when you're playing Metagross and uses the Unite move, the Unite move of Metagross will prioritize the lower HP opponent. So be careful with that, because I died about that when I thought that my Unite move will go to the attacker, but instead it goes to the defender, which is a very bad idea, but it is what it is. So take note, the lower the HP the opponent, the Unite move of Metagross will go there. So also when playing Metagross, you need to be very aggressive. Trying to hit multiple of opponents using the Gyro ball is a must when using the Metagross, and also make sure that you hit the outer edge of it. So here I'm trying to zone the enemy. So if you're playing Metagross, you will act just like a defender, because your shield is really very big if you hit multiple of targets. That's why you really need to go inside, but going inside with the safety precautions, not just like without using your gaming sense. So you need to go inside using gaming sense also. Hopefully the Unite move of Metagross will be buffed because it is very good if the Unite move of Metagross, and when there's a wall they can eject button because it's useless that if you have a wall they can just escape using their mobility, so it's kinda sad. So here the Meowscarada, I get it, but here I will not die because the shield of Metagross is really very good and the damage of it is very good. So also take note that when you're playing Metagross, try to maximize the stack at the late game. So here I just got 3 stack because I cannot score now because the goal is very far and the first goal is already broken. So always keep in mind that you need to keep the map awareness and also protect your attackers. So here I'm trying to go inside here and I'm trying to use my Unite move because it's already 3 minutes, so I'm trying to use it to Gengar, which is pretty good because he's the damage dealer in the game and also also a assassin. And here I'm trying to zone them out, zoning and going inside. So look at that, I'm trying to prioritize the Meowscarada because he got comfy in it. So here Slowbro unites it. She is pretty good because it's buy one take one, but we did not get the comfy there. So just trying to zone your opponent and hitting multiple of opponents in order for you to get the shield, and you're good to go when you're using Metagross. But also take note that Metagross is really not a huge fan targeting the attackers because you really need to hit multiple opponents using the Gyro in order for you to get a huge shield, because if you're just hitting a single target it is not very good for Metagross because the shield is very little, and also once you throw the Metagross and Gyro Ball you cannot do anything else. So that's why you need to stay in your team and do not overdo your abilities to move forward. So here I'm trying to use my Metagross and Gyro Ball. So as I've said, try to prolong their Metagross and using the Gyro Ball, and if it is very secure kill or you can kill the opponent, that's the time you use the Metagross attack button. So here I'm just trying to zoning out. So zoning out is very one of the most asset of Metagross. So here they die, and Venusaur uses Unite move. This is very pretty good to us because you should not use the Unite move under 3 minutes because there's a Rayquaza fight. So here I'm trying to use the Unite here because it's already 2-minute mark. So here I'm trying to push here. Look at that shield, bros, it's all stuck because once you also, bros, that if you did not receive any damage when using the shield, it will convert it to your HP. So Metagross is really one of the strongest all-rounder in terms of receiving damage and tanking the damage of your enemies. So here we did not do the Rayquaza, so I'm trying to do damage to Venusaur so he will get back, and we're trying to score here. So always zoning your opponent when you're using Metagross. That's one of the assets of it, zoning your opponent and hitting multiple of targets, and you should be fine. And also try to protect your attackers if necessary, because someone will prioritize the attackers, especially when you're higher rank now. So here I'm trying to zoning him and get the comfy. I don't know why my Unite move hit the comfy there. So here, so also X-Speed is really one of the best battle item for Metagross. So I suggest X-Speed in order for you to chase the enemy. So Magnetrize plus X-Speed equals Deja Vu. So here I'm trying to zone them again, so keeping my distance and gathering my team. So thankfully we did not rip the Rayquaza here because many solo queue players, if they have advantage, they will rip the Rayquaza. So sadly, luckily we did not rip no one's ripping the Rayquaza here. So here I'm just trying to zone out, and look at that shield. I'm hitting multiple of targets and the stack of it is very pretty good. Also the magnet rise damage is very good. So that's how you play Metagross, trying to zone the enemy and hitting multiple of targets. So that's it. So thank you, bros. I hope you like and subscribe for more kind of this content, and thankfully we reached 20 likes again. Thank you, bros, and stay hydrated as always. So we did 139k damage here, which is very pretty good and very OP. Thank you, bros, and stay hydrated as always.